watched that game end last night and I saw the joy that the Warriors had in winning, particularly Klay Thompson's joy. He said afterwards in an interview with ESPN, he said that he dreamed of this day. I mean, obviously we know why he dreamed of it, but for someone to get to their 6th finals in 8 years and say that they dreamed of this day, that's some perspective. To see Draymond lift Steph up when he won the Magic Johnson Trophy for Western Conference Finals MVP, which is the first time it's ever been handed out. You know, obviously it's because Steph has taken criticism for never having won the gold trophy, the Bill Russell Trophy for Finals MVP. That's why Draymond lifted him up. You know, I was just, you know, taken back to 2019 at the end of that finals and how completely emotionally gutted the Warriors were, having lost Oracle Arena closing while they were going to chase, which is going to be great, but you know, the end of that era on a whimper. Durant hurt and everybody knew he was leaving. Klay hurt. Everybody's like, he's going to miss the next year. Just the emotional toll that 5 straight finals had taken on them. And to see them back, experiencing that joy, McMahon, you know, I know that at the end of the day, it's just 1 out of 6, but it wasn't 1 out of 6.
No, and it's been a long few years for them since they've been in the finals. And, you know, to get back there obviously is a huge accomplishment. But, you know, you're talking about a team that had a 15-win season. You know, French has had a 15-win season when
by design, partially though.
Well, but yeah, partially by design. But you know, Klay.
Well, Steph wasn't supposed to miss 3 games or play 3 games that season,
and Klay wasn't supposed to tear his Achilles. And so, you know, and at the time you're thinking, well, okay, both those guys are in their 30s now. Draymond's in his 30s. Like, boy, has KD's gone. KD's on the other side of the country. Has their window already shut. And then last year, you know, unfortunately, Klay's hurt again. They get bounced in the play-in. I mean, this is a team that hadn't been in the playoffs since their last finals appearance. And then I think especially for Klay to have the kind of performance that he did last night, he didn't have a great series. But you know, that was a classic Klay vintage Klay performance last night. For him to have that kind of performance as they close the Mavs out, they're going to obviously get some extra rest going into the finals. They get a lot of momentum and a lot of good things going for them going into the finals, probably against the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, it was neat watching that ceremony last night with Ernie Johnson hosting and to see, you know, Steph talk pretty openly about the fact that they've won 3 championships, but they need to celebrate being in the NBA Finals because of what the last 3 years have been like for them as a team, both them as a team and Klay in particular. And then, you know, I thought it was also cool that Ernie kind of went out of his way to make sure that he got Klay on there to talk about it because, you know, I think you guys would probably agree. I don't think there's a more universally liked person in the league than Klay Thompson. Like it's hard to find anybody who media, players, coaches, it's anybody who doesn't like Klay. Like he's a pretty simple guy, just likes to poop, a couple other things. And
what?
And a couple other things. Likes to play with his dog and he likes to go out on his boat.
Hoop? With an H? Okay,
the thing is, here's the thing. Bontemps is too close to the mic again.
Oh,
so when he said hoop, it sounded like poop.
I see.
That's what it sounded like you to McMahon and I both reacted.
No wonder everybody was confused.
I mean,
jeez,
you know.
That's weird.